So some of our data challenges, I think that probably just describing my personal care enlightened me of some of the challenges that we would have to go through when we are preparing for an ACO. So what information is needed? Basically everything. Everything is needed. If I forget one thing, or if a patient forgets one thing, we could risk some sort of drug interaction. If I forget to say that, my mother had XYZ condition, or that asthma runs in the family, or we have allergic reactions, that can also impact my care. So every single little bit of information is really important when we're treating our patients. How do we capture the data? As I mentioned, there's a drugstore that has its own electronic medical record system. There's the grocery store that is recording things this way. There's my physician, who I love, and I just hate to give her up, but she's charting on paper. So how do we marry this information? And even if we have the same EMR as North Shore does, are we using the same information in a consistent way? My MRM in this system might not be the same MRM in that system. So, do we match by what? Birth date, name? I could be sharonseeder in this system. Previous marriage, I'm not trying to divulge too much, but I had a different name in another system. So, you can see some of the challenges. Or if I'm Sharon T. Seeder here, but Sharon Susan Seeder there, is it the same Sharon Seeder? What about multiple diagnoses? How do we manage our patient's care? If a physician writes his notes down saying, Sharon also has asthma and hypertension, and she gets headaches, none of which is true, but what if we write those things down in my physician's notes? How do you capture that information discreetly and exchange that data with other EMRs? Is there clinical standardization within the organization? Do we define diabetes the same way across North Shore? Do we define diabetes the same way with another healthcare organization? Other data challenges. Is the coding of data consistent? If you look at some of our ICD-9 codes, I think there are like 38 or 39 just for influenza and pneumonia. And when we go to ICD-10, it's going to be a many-to-many relationship. So, again, there could be more challenges with making sure that coding is consistent.